I've seen a few comments asking me to tackle a Wings of Fire AU video, so what if instead of Pearl, Kestrel took Sky because she knew she would draw Pearl due to the heat of her scales? And what if Sky, now named Cloud, grew up with dragons? Would the plot still happen the same? And what would change in the Dragonets of Destiny's quest to end the war? Before we get started, if you're new to this channel, please think about subscribing. I regularly post Wings of Fire and Warrior Cats content, so you'll never be bored. And to my current subscribers, thank you so much for supporting me. I wouldn't have gotten here without you. Without further ado, let's get on with the video. And let's get started in the cave. Our first obvious change is Sky's name. Because he grew up around other Skywings, he would of course not call himself Sky, instead his name is Cloud. Cloud is taken by his mother to the Talons of Peace. Due to her having experience with Dragonets, she gets chosen to be a guardian. Cloud sticks with her as she arranges the cave. However, a problem occurs. The Skywing egg is broken. Kestrel says they should just use Cloud. I mean, it's just a silly date. What could it mean? However, Web panics and grabs the Rainwing egg because he believes the date is more important than the breed of dragon. The DoD hatch around the time Cloud turns 2. Cloud isn't allowed out into the world often as the Dragonets may escape when he's out, and also because he lacks fire. However, special treats he gets to go flying. He still retains his canon, carefree, and curious nature, but now he's a slightly more mature, protecting edge to him, and a slight amount of cynicism due to being told that his sister died at a young age. By the time the novel takes place, Cloud is an adult dragon at the age of 9 and has complex relationships with the DoD, who he views as younger siblings. Because Cloud is the older sibling, Clay is not the big wings of the group. Cloud and Clay often spar with each other, and Cloud is far superior, as he does not have to rely on fire like the other dragons do. Cloud's relationship to Sunny and Starflight is pretty much the same, with him telling them stories about the outside world and feeding their imaginations. When it comes to Tsunami and Glory, he teases them incessantly, and sometimes they team him up to fight him. Lovingly, of course. Glory is maybe a tiny bit jealous of him because he's a Skywing, and she's kind of meant to be a Skywing, the 5th Dragonet. However, she loves him all the same. The day where Morrissey arrives at the cave comes. As he assesses the Dragonets, he becomes displeased with the progress of them, but most of all with Glory, the one who was not the tribe they're supposed to be. Morrissey pulls the Guardians to the side and says get rid of them. He recommends that Cloud does it to prove he's an adult and is loyal to the Talons of Peace. Cloud feels incredibly conflicted. On one hand, he'd be able to be free and finally do whatever he wanted and be respected by his mother and her co-workers. He'd get in all their secrets and help them end the war. On the other hand, this is his little sister. He just can't kill her. Instead of killing her, Cloud pulls the DoD to the side and tells them what will happen. Glory goes and hides while Tsunami and Clay travel down the underground river. Sunny and Starflight create a smoke signal. Cloud could not help with that because he's no fire, but he keeps the Guardians distracted long enough that they do not notice. When Scarlet arrives and comes back, she notices all the Dragonets and Cloud. She makes the comment about, so that's the one who got away. She then kills Dune and her guards help capture the rest of the Dragonets of Destiny and the Guardians, with the exception of Webs who manages to escape. In the arena, Cloud and Clay are placed close to each other as they are from allied tribes. The other Dragonets are further away to prevent them from communicating and possibly organizing a rebellion. Pearl, of course, goes up to check on these strange new dragons. Cloud and Kestrel are both under the impression that his sister died, killed by Scarlet, so Cloud has no reason to suspect that this is his sister. Clay does point out that they look similar, however Cloud says that's likely because he hasn't seen that many Skywings in his life. Or that many dragons at all, rather. Pearl fights and kills Horizon, and Cloud tells Clay about the sister he had who died because fire skills are dangerous and should be killed. He points out that the same thing should happen to Pearl, as she is a monster for killing dragons in the arena. Pearl goes to talk with Clay. Cloud tries to attack her and is apprehended. Pearl assures Clay that this is normal and it happens a lot and explains her backstory. During this, he learns that Starflight is next to fight, but Pearl is able to appeal to Queen's Guard to make the Mudwing fight first. Cloud is taken back to the arena for Kestrel's trial. Vermilion states the accusations that Kestrel tried to kill one of her Dragonets for being a monster but got stopped by Scarlet and fled with Cloud. However, Osprey corrects him, revealing the identity of the 2 Dragonets. Pearl and Cloud share horrified expressions as Pearl leaps in to defend her mother using the Champion's shield. Scarlet assumes that Osprey told Pearl about this, and Vermilion drops Osprey from a high height, killing him. Burner Rise and Clay starts an arena-wide sing-along to the Dragonet song. Him and the other Dragonets and Cloud are taken to Pearl's room. Pearl and Cloud have a discussion about what them being siblings mean, and Cloud apologizes to Pearl for the way he treated her. Pearl, appearing to have a change of heart, goes to help the Dragonets escape, and at the last moment betrays them. Scarlet finally decides to place Pearl in the arena against her opponent, Cloud. 2 siblings fighting, how dramatic and thrilling! However, Clay steps in and says, "You say we are monsters, so let us fight each other, Scarlet." The two reluctantly fight, however are interrupted by Glory shooting venom at Scarlet. They escape during the pandemonium, but Cloud kills Vermilion on the way out on part of Peril's father figure Osprey being killed by him. The Dragonets finally find a place to settle and talk through things. Kestrel wants to go back to the Talons at peace with her kids, but both of them decline. Cloud goes with the Dragonets, and Peril stays in the Sky Kingdom. In the Mud Kingdom, Clay reunites with his family and learns that he was a Bigwings. However, he doesn't have the traits of one due to Cloud being his older brother, defying his nature for nurture, contributing to one of the major themes of the first arc. From there, they go to the Sea Kingdom. Upon the discovery of Kestrel's corpse, Cloud has to go and see it. Queen Coral denies this, however Tsunami stands up for her older brother, saying that he took care of her for all those years, so it's just repayment. Cloud meets an enemy through this venture, as Tsunami convinced Coral that no one on Burnside would attack a party with a Skywing and they would be safe if Shark came with them. He realizes that she may be going through the same violent training that his sister did and talks to Tsunami about that. An enemy actually confides in both Tsunami and Cloud about her treatments, and Cloud comforts her. When the Summer Palace is attacked, Cloud offers an enemy to come and join the DoD in their travels, but she declines. Now that Whirlpool is dead, she suspects that she can keep Coral from pressuring her into using her powers. During the escape, Cloud is injured. Cloud in the rainforest appreciates the hot temperatures because he cannot produce his own fire and has trouble with his body heat. He finds it relatable how Rainwings all band together to raise Dragonets and forms a relationship with Jambu, Glory's older brother, and helps him tease her. It is left ambiguous on whether or not they crushes on each other, but to be honest, I totally ship it in this AU. When the Dragonets go to meet Queen Blaze, he stays behind due to the injury. After Kinkajou is repatriated to the rainforest, he tends to look after her. When Starflight goes missing, Clay and Tsunami can barely hold Cloud back from going and attacking the Nightwings. He threatens to find Peril and kill all the Nightwings with her, but Glory points out that she would likely burn down half of the rainforest instead. During the brightest night, he is the first dragon to look for Sunny. When she comes back, he is coughing a bit due to exposure from toxic fiends while searching the Night Island for her. He's the first to trust her plan and is thrilled to hear that Sunny spotted his sister out at the fortress. When Pearl returns in the finale, he stays close to her until she leaves. It is actually Cloud's idea to found the school after seeing the violence young dragons are exposed to and are trained to commit. He invites Webs and the DoD as teachers and opens it to all tribes. He invites his sister, but for now, she stays away. That's all the AU that I have planned. I actually may make a sequel to this, might not. I feel like this is pretty comprehensive as is, and I just make a comment if people ask me to elaborate more on it. If you have an idea for another one, or if you have your own idea on how this AU could have gone, comment down below. If you liked this video, feel free to subscribe. I make Wings of Fire and Warrior Cats videos pretty often, and your support means a lot to me. And to those who are already subscribed, thank you for your continued support. I wouldn't have gotten here without y'all. That's all. Peace out.